Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dart this cup, okay? Now, I threw this a little while ago, and it's a little bit stiffer, okay? But they're still wet to the touch, all right? This is kind of one of the perfect times to alter the form, okay? If it's leather hard, then it's hard to bend the shape. If it's too wet, it's too sticky, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, and I'm going to make a little diamond cut in the back, like this, okay? I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom. All right, you see that? All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it on an angle. So I'm going to cut it here and here, and then I'm going to do the same 45-degree angle to that, so that these two sides match up like this, okay? We're not cutting it like this, we're cutting it like this. So I'm going to take that, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. At least do my best to cut it. All right, I'll take that. All right. All right. So there's that. And then I'm going to do a little bit of a diamond shape to the top as well. And we're going to cut it the same way. So I'm going to go like this. I go like this. All right. So this is what we've got so far. So now that it's still relatively wet, I'm going to go ahead, let me get my Sumi brush, just add a little bit of water, and I'm just going to do a light slipping and scoring. I don't have to go crazy with that because it's still pretty wet. Okay, you ready? And then I'm going to take this, here we go, and we're going to just fold this guy. Okay. We want to make sure we do a good job of cleaning that edge. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to cut this in. We're going to go like that. Might just need to see what I'm doing here. Okay, and you see how I'm just kind of bending the shape a little bit? And you can kind of get what you want. Now this shape, I don't like it that much, but I can. Nice thing about this is if you don't like that, then you could just cut it. All right, and then we can cut this here. All right, take our sponge. So we've got that. All right, and I can take my metal rib. I have to be conscious of this top though. Try to do my best so you can see what I'm doing here. So that's one side. Now what we can do is we could do this to the other side as well. And so I'm thinking a nice little dent here. I'm going to go ahead and perform that diamond. I'm going to do a long one. We'll just see what that kind of looks like. And so here's the shape for that. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and pop that guy out. We'll do the same thing, just a light slipping and scoring. All right, and then I'm going to do this. Here we go. Can somebody just get me a little piece of clay, like a handle size amount of clay? That's good. All right, so you got something like that. Let's clean that up a little bit. All right. And so here's how I'm thinking about this. Let's play with this just a little bit more. we always think about the stages of clay in which you can work with. So, and this is kind of an interesting state to work with too. So I'm going to go ahead and just do something like this. All right, you see that line I created there? All right, fancy, right? I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Let's see what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Again, you see how I could just easily push that clay in there? Okay. So there's an interesting shape, right? But it's not, let's assume this is what it's going to look. Now I'm going to let this stiffen up. I'm going to put a coil of clay on the inside just to support it, clean it up a little bit. But if I make a handle with this, just so you guys can get an idea, I mean, I'm not going to do it because it's still too wet, right? I want to let this stiffen up, but I'm just going to make a little fake little handle here. Get an idea. Come on. Let's just, all right. Let me do a little coil here. Here you can see that. Go like that. Oh, that might be too much. And then we can go like, let's see what this guy looks like. I don't know. I'm playing around. I'll have to put a handle on later, but you guys can get an idea what I'm thinking about, right? So something like that. All right. You know, actually, I'd like this to come up a little higher. And there you have it. Okay. All right. Make sense? Easy, right? So that's your altered cup.
Whimsical.
Whimsical. Yeah, whimsical cup. All right. I'll finish it off for you guys, okay?